guys, Dani here with Summer Skye Gardens. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are approaching kind of like the middle of July, and I thought I would give you a tour of the farm and show you the reality of a flower farm, especially in the dead heat of summer here in South Texas, where I kind of like take a little break from aggressively growing things and selling things, and I focus on cleaning up and preparing for the fall. As you can see behind me, this awful looking area is the main U-pick field. I came through a couple days ago and just pulled back all of the fabric from the pathways. That was super fun. And I'm fixing to go mow everything down with my tractor because I need to get all of this kind of cleared out so that I can replant for the fall. And most of this is going to be sunflowers. I'll be planting some other flowers over in the production fields, but let me turn the camera around and I'll kind of show you how things look. And like I said, it looks like crap just because we've had a lot of rain this summer, you know, of course, a lot of heat. And so everything is growing, including the weeds and the grasses. And, you know, I am a one-woman show most of the time, and I have two little kids that have been home over the summer with different schedules and things. And so I just haven't been able to be out here all day, every day like I am during the school year. We also just got back from a week-long vacation, which was awesome. It was a good opportunity to get away, but I wasn't out here as well. So I've just been kind of gradually like knocking things down off the list, you know, of things to do, but I really got to get the farm cleaned up. I've also been catching up on mowing, which is always super fun out here on this larger property. So yeah, but this is reality. You know, it doesn't always look pretty or nice. It's not always enjoyable. I mean, I'm out here, you know, hot and sweaty pretty much every day that I can be out here, and just trying to get things done. So let me turn the camera around and I'll show you what all I'm working on. All right, so here is up close of the main U-pick area. As you can see, the fabric, I just pretty much kind of ripped it back out of the pathways. And what I'm gonna do, so right back there is some hibiscus foliage. I wanna leave that. But everything else is pretty much like dying, diseased. And so I just need to come in, and instead of like ripping it out, which would be an incredible task, pretty much impossible for one person. And I did this on purpose where I didn't plant in the fabric. This way I can just come in, use the tractor, use my tiller to kind of cut stuff down. I've kind of already made one pass. I'll have to go in and make several passes, but pretty much come in and cut stuff down and then till it into the ground and let it die, and then come in and plant. So that is the goal, but I really need to get on it because I need to get stuff planted for the fall. All right, coming over to this corner of the property, this is the wildflower area, which has pretty much all died, and that's fine. I mean, it's mainly there for the springtime and early summer. So everything will just kind of sit there for now, and then in the fall, I will pretty much mow it down, and that's to kind of cut down the plants, disperse all the seeds so that everything can replant itself and regrow for next spring, when it should be even bigger and more beautiful. So here next to the farmhouse, I've got all of my mums finally planted in the ground. I've got 3 really long beds. I'm trialing out these 2 beds. I'm gonna cover with plastic once they start blooming in the fall, just to see if that'll help protect them and I'll get better blooms. And then I have another bed there on the end that is not going to be covered in plastic, just to kind of compare. I've also put like the lighter colored mums under the covers and the darker mums on the outside, because the lighter colors tend to get more damage from the rain. You can see the farm kitties are out here, but it was good to get all of this in the ground, and I've just been trying to keep up with weeding so that they can grow well, and I need to come in and pinch everything. All right, so here we are over in the main kind of like production area, and you can see where I started ripping out plants out of these beds. I'm just ripping out anything that is dead or diseased or dying that is not going to make it into the fall. My daughter and her friend helped me, and I paid them a little money, which they were really excited about. So just trying to get all this cleaned up so I can directly plant back into the fabric for the fall. And then when it's time to put down stuff that will grow over the winter for spring, I will actually pull all of this fabric back, pull the drip back, and re-amend the soil. You can see this was my Lysianthus bed. It's pretty much full of weeds, so I'll be ripping all of that out. This has the Tweedia, which there's still some stuff in here. I don't know that I'll pull this out yet. And then back there, the Azuratum, which is hanging in there. This is all mint, which I actually planted early summer, late spring, so that will stay. This bed is all cleaned up. And then let's walk down here. Here is some amaranth that's kind of fallen over, so I will probably just pick whatever I want to dry out of all this and then pull the rest. The Azuratum I'm probably just going to leave alone right now. Some of it's dying back, some of it's still blooming, but I'll probably go in, if I have time, I'll go in and deadhead. Over there is some dying status I need to pull out. And then those are my gladiolas, but I'm letting the foliage die down. And then I don't know if I'm going to leave them there or pull the bulbs, so we'll see, but they're staying like that for now. Over here, everything is just a big old mess. I have a few zinnias here and there that are still producing well, but a lot of them are diseased by now, which is fine. That's what I expected. So they need to all get yanked out. Tons of weeds. I do have some amaranth back here that is newly planted that I will be saving and using. So this stuff won't get yanked out, but pretty much everything behind it will. And then this is kind of like my spring bulb bed where I had all the anemones and ranunculus. So this will all get pulled back and tilled by November. So this is not like top priority right now. But I've just found the easiest thing to do over here is just pull back the fabric, pull back the drip, till all this in, put stuff back out and replant. And then kind of main thing coming up in the next week or two, we will be pulling some of the supers, which are the top boxes, off the beehives and harvesting our first round of honey. You can see some of these have been doing really, really well. We've got a couple that were kind of iffy, but I think everything is okay right now. Ladies are hard at work, very, very busy. So we should be getting some really nice honey soon. Local, organic honey, wildflower honey. I will be selling it locally, and if I can figure out a good way to ship it, then I can offer shipping for it as well. But pretty excited about that. As you can see, sorry, I'm already sweating just walking around here because the humidity is so high. As you can see, I've got a lot to do. So if I'm not super present on social media right now, it's just because I'm working so hard out here or I'm spending time with my family. Probably by the time school starts, I'll be able to get back into like a normal rhythm and stuff. I just sent out a newsletter with some updates as well. I've got some new videos on the YouTube channel, which I hope everyone will check out. And yeah, I better go get to work. There's a lot to do. So hope you enjoyed the update. If you have any questions, comment below, and I will see you guys in my next video.